Hey everyone, welcome back to another episode of Wisco Whiskey Review with me, Jeff. Today's video is going to be more of a reaction video and less of a review video because I don't actually have whiskey in front of me. This is Malort. Now if you don't know what Malort is, it's a Chicago-based Swedish-style herbal liqueur that's flavored with wormwood. In fact, Malort is the Swedish name for wormwood, so it makes sense. And this is kind of infamous for having a really bitter, bad taste. It's normally done as a shot just to kind of get it over with. I don't know of any cocktails that use this specifically. If you know the history of absinthe, it also uses wormwood as a flavoring herb. So I'm guessing that this is kind of similar to absinthe, which I also don't have a lot of experience with. I've never tried this before, so that's why I thought a review video would be a lot of fun. I'm gonna kind of just for fun give it scores like I would with a whiskey, but just keep in mind this is kind of just for fun. It's more of a reaction video than an actual review video. So just to give you guys a brief history of Malort, it was introduced in the Chicago area around the 1930s by Carl Jeppson. I don't know if he was a Swedish immigrant or if his family was, but nonetheless this is a Swedish style liqueur, so I'm guessing either him or his family, immigrated from Sweden and kind of brought this over. I think the company's changed hands just in the last few years, but it's still under the Carl Jeppson company. So that's kind of just a brief history on this. Without further ado, let's just crack into this. Again, I've never had this. I got this airplane bottle from a buddy of mine, from a bottle share kind of locally. Just last couple weeks, so I've always wanted to try this just out of curiosity, never had the chance, so depending on how this goes, thank you Aaron for giving me the chance to try this. Alright, I'm gonna do this right. I've got a Glencairn, to funnel all those wonderful smells into my nose here, and we'll kind of let it breathe, get some air into it. So here we go, let's check out the nose. Alright, I also want to say that this is 35% alcohol. So again, it's a liqueur. This is not a whiskey. I just want to clarify that. Yeah, it's got a really kind of an ethanol forward, kind of sweet but very floral smell to it. Yeah, it's very earthy, very herbal. I'm not sure I've ever had anything like this before, or I guess ever smelled anything like this before so far. Honestly, the nose isn't super repulsive. It smells very floral, kind of medicinal as well. All right, so again, first time ever having this. Cheers, guys. Bottoms up. Ooh, yikes. Oh, yep. That is bitter. That is super bitter. Very herbal. It tastes like if you bite into a dandelion, that just super bitter, kind of weedy flavor. Not like Wheaties, but weed-esque. And a weed, not anything else. Ooh. Yeah, I can see why people do a shot of this and don't sip it like I'm doing. So, I'm trying to give this, an actual review here. Ooh, the very beginning of it is really sweet. It almost tastes kind of like a honey, or, honey-ish. But then as soon as that sweetness goes away, it's just all this medicinal, I'm guessing that's the wormwood flavor coming through. And now actually after having sipped this, the nose I don't like as much. Yeah, this is just super bitter. It's almost drying to the mouth. This is not enjoyable. Like I said, it's kind of done as a rite of passage, like a shot. I don't want to say it's a joke that people, take shots of this, but especially for those who haven't had it, I think people get a kick out of watching people try this. and I could see why. I've had some bitter stuff before, but this is just like, just lingering. I think the aftertaste and the finish is the worst part of this. It's just not going away. Like that flavor, that super bitter kind of herbal, medicinal. Oh man, it's just not going away. Ooh, yeah. I am glad I don't have a bottle of this, or I'm glad I didn't buy a bottle of this to try. So actually, thank you, Aaron, for letting me try this without kind of taking the bullet there. I'm trying to see if it opens up into anything else, and it just isn't. I'm thinking it's that wormwood. I would imagine that absinthe has a lot of other flavors going on in it, but it just doesn't taste like this. In fact, I think absinthe has like black anise and, you know, some other like licorice flavors, which I actually like licorice. So I do want to, you know, try some absinthe and some cocktails, but this, I don't even think you could mix this with anything that I can think of. Like, I've had some other pretty bitter like liqueurs and alcohols before, like Campari, you know, any kind of like really citrus bitter. There's some other ones I can't think of right now, but yeah, this is just, again, it kind of tastes like a dandelion if you would just chew on dandelions. The very split second in the beginning is good. I'll give it that. That kind of honey sweetness, but then everything after that is just not good. I think the nose is probably the best part of this, if you can call it the best. But again, it doesn't smell great. Give it like a 4 on the nose or a 3. And whew, I'm getting like bad chills from the bitterness here. The palate, I would have to say like 1.5, if that. I'm a masochist, so that's why I'm continuing to drink this. Oh, yeah, I'm probably not even gonna finish this at all, to be completely honest. Again, I think the finish is the worst part of this. I'm gonna give the finish a 0, because in no part is the finish anything you'd want to ever put in your mouth or taste. It's just awful. That sweetness in the very beginning, it's kind of the only thing saving this from being like just completely not enjoyable from start to finish, but everything after the very split second beginning, nope, don't like that. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this. I would say it's worth trying just to experience it for yourself. I think a shot of it would be a good idea, because that way you can kind of get the experience, but then you can quickly chase it with something else. I should have had something on the side. That was a kind of an amateur mistake on my part. But yeah, do a shot of it. I don't know how easy this is to find outside of the Chicago area, because I've heard, you know, it's infamous in the Chicago area. I don't want to call it popular, but if you're gonna find it, that's kind of, you know, you're more likely to find it around there. I don't know what their distribution's like, so if you can try this other parts of the country, that's awesome. If you can't, you're really not missing out on a whole lot or anything that you would enjoy to drink over and over again. I mean, it's an experience, I'll give it that, but it's not a great one. Yeah, if you like this, please like, comment, and subscribe down below. I'm going to be shooting some more actual whiskey review videos and like some blind flights and even some cocktails and stuff like that. So, you know, please follow, and I'll be getting a lot of new stuff out there for you guys. So, thanks again for watching. I would say keep on sipping, which I normally do, but this one you're just not going to want to. So, I guess cheers, and this is probably going down the drain. All right, thanks guys.